Welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. The days of the zoo called Nigeria is numbered. Janjaweed Fulani will do everything possible to deceive Nigeria and the international community that the only way things will work in Nigeria and also prevent any possible refugee crisis, is to keep Nigeria one. They are deceiving the international community that disintegration will lead to refugee crisis. They have borrowed a lot of money, which they claim will be used for infrastructural and human development, but they have channeled the funds to pursue their fulanization agenda. They have used the money to bribe and engage both local and international influencers. Unknown to many, the Fulani have conquered Nigeria except Biafra because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB and Eastern Security Network. No wonder the U.S. mission in Nigeria met with the second Fulani of Lagos instead of the Oba of Lagos, who is the paramount ruler of Lagos. And they claim that the meeting was about how to promote inter-ethnic dialogue and understanding. Isn't that a clear indication that a peaceful Lagos and Southwest in extension have been conquered by Fulanis? Why not hold a meeting in trouble-ridden North with leaders of other tribes? Your guess is as good as mine. The Janjaweed Fulani will never allow that to happen. Look at the North, with 19 states and about 20% of their population are Fulanis. Only 4 of the governors are not Fulanis. The remaining 15 are Fulanis. And this is happening because the Fulanis are master deceivers. And they have been able to place themselves through deception in places of higher authority, which have enabled them to loot public funds and bribe their way through. Other tribes must wake up and support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, Eastern Security Network, before their villages will be overrun and taken over by the Janjaweed Fulanis. The fulanization agenda and Islamization agenda are real. The Fulani presidency, controlled by Mazi Allah, are running out of time. And they are now very desperate to do whatever it will take to achieve their agendas. For example, look at what is happening in Kwara State. The Janjaweed Fulanis are enforcing hijab, Muslim female dressing on Christians, and this has led to some kind of war between the Janjaweed Fulanis and the Christian schools, because the Christian schools have refused to be enslaved. That's what happened to those advocates of one Nigeria. When you advocate for that, the Fulani will use force on you. In the 80s and 90s, there was no such policies. Even in government schools, federal government schools, there was no such policies. But now that they are running out of time, they are desperate. And that is why they need to, that is why we need to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Kwarans, every Nigerians must listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to achieve their freedom. If you want freedom, you must listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because he is a true leader. He is the one that understands all the tricks of the Janjaweed Fulanis, and that's why they don't like him. The oppressed tribes in Nigeria can't run to United Nations. You can't run to European Union. You can't run to international community or even the International Criminal Court for help, because they have all been deceived and compromised by the Janjaweed Fulani elites. The Janjaweed Fulanis have been beating the drum of war. They have been putting fear in the minds of other tribes through the activities of Boko Haram, Fulani herdsmen, and Fulani bandits, the Nigerian military, and the police. You know, the Fulani presidency allowed Shegumi to incite janjaweed Fulani bandits for more attacks. They are doing this because they are running out of time and of fund, and they need to loot more public fund and launder it through ransom payments to the bandits. That's what they are doing. We need to wake up. We need to wake up. We need to, fight for our freedom. They have taken over the executive, legislative, and the judiciary branches of the government. And they are in control of Nigeria and are pushing their own deceptive narrative to the world and shutting down opposing voices who are telling the truth. They are using the military to achieve this, and they are using the compromised Nigerian media to achieve this. They have recruited criminals as their stooge in other regions, whom they can blackmail and use for their furtherance of their agendas. Examples are, the Biafran governors on Haneze, Pandev, Masop. The list is on and on. They are sending Biafrans in Nigeria military to fight insurgent war that they created in the first place. And, they go behind and provide information to the terrorists, thereby sending the Biafrans in Nigerian military to their early graves. Whereas the Fulani soldiers are sent to Biafran land to massacre peaceful people because of the hatred and jealousy the Fulani have on Biafra. They hate Biafra because they can't deceive or enslave Biafra. But they have found an ally, in our governors, politicians, Ohaneze, Pandev. Those ones have made themselves a willing tool in the hand of Fulani janjaweed because of their corrupt past and selfish interests, which the janjaweed Fulani takes advantage of, blackmailing them into submission. We Biafrans must let the janjaweed Fulani know that enough is enough. We must support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We must support IPOB. We must support Eastern Security Network. Because that is the only way we can get or achieve our freedom. This is not 1967 to 70 civil war, where the war was fought on Biafran land. The war drum that Yerima Shetima and his co-Fulani terrorists are beating will take place right there in the north. Biafrans, open your eyes. The janjaweed Fulanis are playing their final conquest card, and they are using Nigerian military and Boko Haram and the Fulani janjaweed herdsmen and bandits to drive this. After the failure of the food blockade by the Fulani janjaweed government, they have gone back to their drawing board. The Fulanis are using their janjaweeds at Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, to grind refineries in Biafra land with the help of Efulefu's refinery officials. This is another item on their fulanization agenda. They have built refineries in Niger Republic. They are building railway, and they are also building pipelines to transport Biafran oils to Niger Republic. They want to monopolize the oil industry using Dangote, who is a Fulani and who is also working towards their fulanization agenda. They are doing all this to shut the Biafran economy and make the Biafrans to be at their mercy. And they have done that to the Hausas in the past, because they succeeded in doing that to the Hausas in the past. They are trying to do the same to Biafra. This their economic blockade started in 2015 when Miyetti Allah took over the presidency. They know that Biafrans are mostly importers, so they increase import duties through tariff astronomically. They increase VAT and business taxes. They banned importation of over 41 items. They shut down southern borders, created multiple forex rates, made it difficult for Biafrans to access forex from the central bank for their businesses, sent their cows to destroy plantation in Biafra land. These actions were taken to force Biafra to submission. But thank God to Chukwu Okike Abiama, thank Chukwu Okike Abiama for his help. He sent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he sent IPOB, he sent Eastern Security Network to come to our rescue. So we must support them. The Fulani janjaweed militarized Biafran land. They created multiple military stroke police checking points, which they claim will improve security in a relatively peaceful region, while the north that is burning have little or no checking points. They use the Nigerian security forces to maim, massacre, and impoverish Biafrans. They use those checkpoints, to protect the killer Fulani headmen. Gather information on Biafra that will help their Fulanization and Islamization agenda. After our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave them 40 days ultimatum to clear all the checking points in Biafra land, coupled with the glorious activities of the unknown government, the janjaweed Nigerian military and police are crying out, they are pleading with our master, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to allow the checkpoint stay, because that is where they raise money to take care of their families. Imagine that nonsense. We will never allow that to happen. Where the Alomajari beggars turned Nigerian military and police kept extorting money from hardworking Nigerians, in Biafra land, because of Fulani's jealousy of Biafra. We won't allow that. They can't extort money from hardworking Biafrans. It's not possible. We thank God for Eastern Security Network. We know that Chukwu Okike Abiama is the one fighting for us. The Aburi Accord was meant to restore normalcy in Nigeria, but Janjaweed Fulani said no, because they have been able to deceive other tribes, telling them that the Biafrans are their problems, because they want to use them to achieve their agenda. And they know that Biafra is an obstacle to their Fulanization and Islamization agenda. One of the army officers involved in Olu massacre has been killed by Boko Haram. He was a Biafran who refused to resign and was sent to his early grave by the Fulani presidency after they have used him, with their tactics use and dump. I hope George Obiozo, Hope Uzodinma, Wike, and all the rest Fulani Caliphate slaves will learn and repent before it becomes too late. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said a time will come when Nigeria will be begging for a dialogue, but by then it will be too late. That has come because they have started running to local and foreign allies to plead with our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for dialogue. The war option they have tried to use is not working for them, because they have not been able to deceive others. Radio Biafra have been able to open the eyes of other tribes to the truth, and it has exposed the Janjaweed Fulani deception of one Nigeria. Thank you for watching my channel. Watch out for the next, and bye-bye.